So it's that time again. It's time to start talking about UFOs and aliens. Now the White House is promising to release everything it knows. I don't think we're going to get very far. I
don't know. It's just interesting timing though, but still.
It is interesting timing. People are bringing this up. Are we getting close to disclosure? So welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about aliens, or the promise of aliens, which will probably wind up being a huge nothing burger. But we're getting some good memes out of it anyway. Giorgio Tsoukalos from Ancient Aliens says, "Not saying I told you so, but I told you so."
Told you so, aliens.
So let's talk about this. This is a topic that is of great interest to me. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you'll get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
All right, so yesterday, I guess it was yesterday, the White House put out Donald Trump's state. I love how they do this, right? He's not actually, I don't think he's actually on X. He's on his own, whatever, Truth Social.
Truth Social, yeah.
So they got to like repaste his stuff because he won't get off of it and come over here. But the White House posted, "Based on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAP, and unidentified flying objects, UFOs, and any and all other information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. God bless America."
So by the time it gets released, this is going to be a black piece of paper?
That is what people said. Yeah,
it's going to be all redacted. It's released, but it's redacted.
Now, he has said before, and I do remember this because this is something that I do follow.
He does.
He said that he does not believe, personally, does not believe in UFOs or aliens. He didn't think that there's anything to see here. I'm going to tell you that regardless of what a president's intentions are, it doesn't necessarily mean that if there's something going on that is going to be released, especially if it's highly classified and it turns out it's not actually aliens but our technology.
It doesn't even mean they have access to it. Like if they're president, I mean, as sad as it is, they might not even have access.
Some presidents know more than others. My understanding of the situation with the UFOs and the UAPs and all this stuff is it's a need-to-know basis, and some presidents are trusted more than others.
Well, if you're talking about Bush, it wasn't that he was trusted more than others. He was part of the
CIA.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't think he was trusted more than others so much as it was that he was like, he had access prior to becoming president.
Right. And I'm going to tell you, Trump, love him or hate him, has a big mouth. I don't think they're going to tell him shit. I think we're going to get a bunch of, or they're going to stall it out until we get another president that doesn't care. Right. And I don't even think he cares. I think he's just like,
other presidents have tried too, and they just got, nowhere.
Or worse. That's a theory. That's a theory about JFK, but I personally don't believe that theory. But
well, who was the one that was supposed to have made friends with the aliens and was having meetings with them and allegedly
Eisenhower?
Eisenhower, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if "friends" is the word I would use, but he
was making negotiations.
Negotiations, yes. So everybody thinks this is because of the Epstein files. So the comments range from, "Oh, it's about damn time we're doing disclosure," to "This is a cover for the Epstein files," to aliens are just demons, to "there's no such thing as aliens," and "what the hell, or why are we wasting taxpayer dollars on this?" And yeah, look, it's not, I'm telling you, I don't believe anything is going to happen just because the president went out to Truth Social and said, "I'm going to get to the bottom of the alien thing." Bill Clinton said the same thing. Mm-hmm. There are no aliens. I'm just saying.
Wait, you said there are no aliens?
Oh no, it was they didn't do any disclosure.
Oh, they didn't. Okay, yeah, you have to rephrase that. Yeah, they didn't. They never found anything or that they could release.
Right. So this is interesting. Yeah, this article is more than 6 months old. Seth Meyers, we're just one Epstein story away from Trump announcing UFOs are real. So yeah, it does seem the timing of the UFO thing always does seem kind of, I'm going to be honest, it does seem very suspect whenever there's a big controversy going on. All of a sudden it's like, we're going to look into the UAPs.
Yeah, they release a video, or they're going to have a meeting with a certain, government department or something about it to try look over there.
Yeah, I love this. We're up next. Fuck, I'm nervous. That's great, but still going to need those Epstein files. Well, you're getting them. You guys are getting them. Hollywood's getting them, and you know, it's not going very well for a lot of people. Yeah, so this is interesting. Hey, are you not shocked, man? I got a lot going on
I
lately.
don't think people would be as shocked. I mean, the story was that the government's been dealing with aliens for years, but they don't tell the people because they don't. Yeah, that's what I was joking about. Because they don't think the people were ready to handle it. But it's like at this point, you know, I don't think anybody'd be surprised anymore.
I think okay, so there are theories that there are theories that science fiction in general is being used to desensitize people to the concept of alien
Spielberg
life.
was one of them.
That Spielberg, that's a theory that Spielberg was in on it, that Close Encounters, and he actually has, ironically enough, and maybe it's not a coincidence, there is a movie called Disclosure coming out this summer, which is another Steven Spielberg alien movie. It's like the fourth or fifth one he's done. And now they're saying, hey, you know, we're going to look into it. But that doesn't mean anything is going to happen. They looked into Roswell, too. And it's like, oh, no, just a
Obama keeps swearing that Area 51 doesn't have anything in it. Well, I don't think it does now, probably, but it did at one point. But see that page, like all of the, that's what I was joking about.
That's what you're going to get.
Maybe keywords.
You will get enough to, I think, possibly appease people who are looking for some kind of acknowledgement. I mean, at least we're acknowledging that this thing is going on. I think it's all, again, just for show. I think we know. Well, I think people in the government at the top levels of government know what's going on. I do not believe most presidents know what's going on. I don't think most senators know what's going on. And they're not going to, because why would they? They don't need to know, right? And these people come and go. And the people that know what's going on have been part of this thing probably for decades, and they're not going to tell some guy that's going to be in office for 4 years, especially with a big mouth.
Interestingly, I'm watching this video with the plane and like the little orbs flying around it. Interestingly, if you've watched the Secrets of Skinwalker Ranch, they've up in the helicopter, and then when they look at the video footage, there's like the sensors will alert there's something around them, and they'll look at the footage and there'll be like little orbs flying around them or flying by them like that. Just and they have it on camera and stuff. Just FYI.
Yeah,
I do watch my shows.
She does watch her shows. Yeah,
I mean K-dramas and paranormal crap. That's what I'm watching most of the time.
K-drama and paranormal crap. Yeah.
Sometimes it's K-drama or C-drama with paranormal crap in it.
Sometimes, yeah. So here's I'm not saying it's that's pedophiles. Oh no, the Epstein files release the aliens. Hey, we met her and she's really nice.
She is very nice, and she really loved our daughter. She loved.
Yeah,
Pinky
she
Boo.
Did. Mindy
she thought
Sterling.
She was the cutest thing.
Oh my God,
she loved Pinky Boo.
We met her at a convention during the pandemic, and she was. I mean, I would say that was probably. I mean, we met a lot of people. That was probably the most positive celebrity interaction I know for sure our kids ever had. She was just awesome. She's awesome. I mean, she plays Frau, but she's really really cool. Yeah. So it's Alien O'Clock. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. This is funny, though. Donald Trump from 2014. I hope we never find life on another planet, because if we do, there's no doubt that the U.S. will start sending them money. I think the only aliens he's interested in are the ones that are south of the border at this point. I don't think he's, how it's going to be is exactly it. They're not going to tell the public. And I'm going to be honest. I don't think the public could handle it. I don't think they could. Look,
Probably not.
Look at how everybody is losing their shit over stuff on social media. If you tell them that everything they thought they believed about the way life in the universe works was probably not true, or that there were aliens or whatever, it would be absolute chaos. There'd be riots. There'd be, for
me, it'd be like it's a Friday. You know, I mean, Tuesday or whatever. I don't think that it would be, I would not be surprised at all. But yeah, I do think it is a distraction.
Yeah, and it could just be that it's like, oh, look what I'm doing. Yeah, we tried, guys. Honest, they're never going to release the whole thing.
No, they're not going to. No, they're not going to.
Because a big component of it, and this is one thing I do know is true, is the black budget, the black ops stuff. That is intertwined with the UFO thing. Now, whether they're ours or aliens or yes, I couldn't really tell you.
Well, I do think a lot of things that people see they think are UFOs are ours. And
they're
ours. Like a misidentification. But I also have seen stuff. I've heard people who've seen stuff, and I don't believe it was ours. But It's just funny to me because it's like what you're gonna probably do if they release anything, because now you kind of promise it, so you have to give something. It's probably gonna be another one of those, like, oh, here's the footage with that little dot swirling around like they did last time.
Yeah.
It's a Tic Tac UFO video. They'll find something that's innocuous, and then they'll say, oh, it's just this little bit of information, and there you go. You make of it as you will. And that's probably what, and it might even be something that was ours from years ago, and they're just saying it's an alien and showing it to you. It's funny. I was gonna say I was thinking more Zuckerberg, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I think is probably gonna happen. You will get a whole lot of redacted stuff, and it'll be like, well, yeah, there's probably something going on. Okay, anyway, yeah, they're not gonna fess up. And look, let's be real here. If the aliens wanted you to know they're here, they'd let you know they're here.
I'd check underwater more if that was me.
Check underwater. Yeah, check the dark side of the moon. Check pocket dimensions, right? I mean, it's the stuff I think most people see, just in my opinion. I'm not saying everyone, but the stuff that people are actually seeing, like, that have the physicality, more of a physicality to it. If it is aliens, they're letting you see it because I'm sure they've got the technology to make sure you don't see it. But I also think that it's ours, potentially reverse engineered, and that's for me, talking to people who worked with Lockheed, who pretty much said, yeah, this is what's going on.
But word to the wise, don't ever get Kneon started, because you won't stop him. He knows so much random shit about this stuff, and he will go on and on and on and on and on. That's why if you ever had a chance to get, like, Dan Aykroyd on here, it wouldn't be to talk about Ghostbusters.
It would not be to talk about Ghostbusters.
Shit.
Yeah, I actually, I might have to look into that. I would actually talk, because
don't get him started.
Dan Aykroyd, one of the most interesting things I've ever seen from him is he did an interview. It was really low budget. It was like shot in a hotel room or something, and it was on Netflix. I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore. And this was about 15 years ago. And he just basically dumped everything he knew about Men in Black and aliens. And he said that he had his own Men in Black encounter at Saturday Night Live because he was really into investigating this stuff back then. And they basically told him to shut the hell up, and so he hasn't really gone near the UFO stuff as much as the ghost stuff. But yeah, he'd be an interesting one to talk to. And I wouldn't talk about. I mean, I might mention, hey, yeah, Ghostbusters is cool. Anyway, about aliens. Tell me about what happened in New York. I'm very interested in that. But yeah,
I was always more interested in the ghost stuff because I actually considered for a while going into paranormal psychology, and that was back when it was, it wasn't like something that you didn't have the ghost shows on TV and all that shit back then. And I didn't, but I actually considered it for a bit.
My personal opinion is it's all related.
I think there's things that cross over as well.
Yeah, I think that. Well,
that's neither here nor there. Anyway, the Trump thing, I think it is. They put his face on it. I think it is possible that it's a distraction, especially since he's said before he doesn't believe in them. I think that's most likely what it is. I think they'll have to come forward with something, and it'll probably be something that's a big nothing burger.
It'll absolutely be, or it'll be like plausible deniability or something. But then sometimes they release this stuff, and people go digging through it, and they're like, "Wait a second, they just admitted this, that, and everything else." But
you have to look.
You have to know what you're looking for.
Most people don't care. Let's be honest. They're just like, yeah, whatevs.
That's the thing. Most people don't care. And I actually, the way that people are now, the way that they're so, I'm going to be honest, so fucking stupid and asleep. If aliens did show up, would people even believe it? Or would they care? Or would it even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know if it would process, if they could process it. Or if they would just shut down and just be like, And the thing is now with AI and all the technology we have now, and this is a whole nother theory.
You could be real and you could think it was AI.
Right. Or vice versa. So this is a whole theory that, and this is a tinfoil hat. Like, I have no idea, but people are like, well, once technology's there and the holographic technology's there, they're going to try to fake an alien invasion and all this shit to try to, New World Order and eyeball on top of the pyramid and all that stuff. I don't know about that. But,
seriously, guys, I'm not kidding when I say don't get him started. Because we're going to wrap this up soon.
We're going to wrap it up because
you will go on and on and on if given the opportunity. We could be here for a good solid several hours if he was allowed to keep going.
So I'm going to tell you just in my quasi well, I can't even say professional, but in my armchair opinion, nothing is going to happen. We're gonna get some pages redacted probably in like 3 to 5 years.
I think
hold.
it's possible to get like a video, like the Tic Tac video, which was really nothing really other, you just see like a little Tic Tac thing. You might get something like that, which doesn't have much to it, because they keep feeding people little by little, but that's probably about all you'll get.
Yeah, Giorgio was right. Aliens fucking exist.
This is like his moment, though. I have to give him that. It's his moment.
What if they're disappointing? So here's the thing. Everybody's like, oh my God, the aliens. What if the aliens are more fucked up than we are? Like, seriously.
What? I think you'd have to try really hard. Have you seen some of the stuff coming out of California or Minnesota and stuff like that?
Okay. So that's like, I was talking to my son about it, because we talk about this stuff all the time. And I was like, everybody assumes that the aliens have it all figured out. What if What if we are actually the most advanced life in the universe? And
I doubt that highly.
You know what I'm saying? But wouldn't that be that's a more terrifying thought than.
That is a very scary thought, but I've seen things, so I doubt that highly. But
like, we're the adults, because you get to a point in your life, and we're kind of getting to that point now where you start to become the adults of the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're the adults of the family. You're the adults.
You're like, oh shit, why are you relying on me?
You're the adults that all the kids look up to. You're the adults that your parents are getting older look to, and you become like the adult figures, right?
The mega adult.
Yeah, right. What if the humans are that? And I'm like, oh my God, that's the most terrifying thing.
I don't even want to think that.
That is the most terrifying thing ever.
What if we're wrong about it being a distraction from the Epstein list? What if aliens are on the Epstein list?
Oh my God. Yeah, well, they like anal probes and
I'm just saying, there's that option too.
Yeah. All right, we gonna wrap it up.
That's where that picture came from. Yes.
All right, please subscribe. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.
Bye.